Yep.
Yep.
All right, girls. Well, welcome to the Psychics at Sea cruise. This is our first cruise of many. I'm telling you that now. I can feel it in my waters here that there's going to be quite a few cruises that's coming up over the next couple of years. As you know, that this is an information night that we are holding because we've got a lot of people that have been asking us questions, emails going around, private messages, text messages. So we figured it was just easier to hold an information night, and we are recording this as well, so we can send the link out to people afterwards. So I'm very, very excited to be a part of this journey with these lovely ladies. My name is Linda. I'm also known as the Psychic Pinup, and I'm chairing this, hosting this evening. I will be talking a little bit more about myself afterwards. I will bring the ladies in individually to introduce themselves. So there's myself, the Psychic Pinup. There is Lady D. There is Nell Canellis, and there is Katrina Heron. That was all part of facilitating this cruise for us in November. And we have the lovely Laura, who is our cruise expert, who's going to run through all the numbers and what's included and all the other bits and bobs that we can't answer because we've got no idea about these ships. So she's the expert, the cruise expert. So I will hand you over to her at some stage as well once we go through all the ladies. The way we're going to work this is each one of the facilitators is going to talk a little bit about themselves, and then we'll hand it over to Laura, and then she will talk about the cruise itself. Oh no, sorry, come back to me, and then we'll hand it over to Laura. Then it will come back to us afterwards, and then we will break it down with the workshops and what we plan on doing and teaching during that time when we are at sea. Okay, so I'll just hand, who would like to volunteer first? Which one of our lovely facilitators slash teachers slash instructors would like to volunteer first? Nell, yeah? Why don't
Okay.
I just saw the
Rightio.
green light go around? So you must have breathed too heavy or something.
Oh, geez, I am excited, aren't I? Hello, everybody. I am Nell Canellis, founder of Flow Healing Therapies in Young, New South Wales. And I am a yoga and meditation and breathwork teacher. I'm also a master CTC therapist, which stands for Combined Therapy Cocktail. Basically, in this session with me, we cut the crap. It's a 3-hour session and it
And she
is
just cut herself
empowering.
out.
And did I?
I think I've just.
And it will. Hello, Linda.
I,
Somebody
I
talk
can
to
hear
me.
you.
Everybody's
I can
frozen.
hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Thank you, Danielle. And I also am a Reiki and EFT practitioner. Look, among many other things, guys, it is my purpose to be right here, right now, in this lifetime, to empower other beautiful souls like yourselves, to show you that you can be, do, and have all that your heart desires, because you really can. It just changes one thing, and that is your thought, and then everything changes, your thinking. Okay, you are the power in your world. You are capable of achieving anything, and I'm beyond excited to be a part of this amazing group of these beautiful women on this cruise, which there will be many more to come, because I just know that too. And what more can I say? I'm beyond excited to be a part of this, and can't wait to share all that I know and all that I do with you on this cruise.
Thanks,
Thank
Nell.
you.
I've seen Nell go from strength to strength. I've known Nell a couple of years now. I met her when I first started reading out at Young, about what, 5 years ago, Nell, I think it was. Yeah.
Yes.
And the where you started off and where you are now, like the wealth of information and how you empower women. Now I just froze then, so I don't know. I may have missed out on a few things. I don't know if you were talking about the retreats that you facilitated. Did I miss that bit?
Actually, I didn't even
Yeah,
mention that. Thank you
Nell
for
Nell actually
reminding me.
facilitates her own retreats. She does luxury retreats and she does real empowering retreats as well. So that's something that's very dear to her heart and I can speak from first-hand knowledge with that because I have been with her on that journey as well. So she is a real empowerer when we come to this sort of work. So sorry, I cut out, so I didn't know what you were saying before.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Linda.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Nell.
All right. Now, Lady D.
Hi. So I'm Lady D. So I am an astrologer plus psychic medium. So I also like to empower people and help people where in whatever you need help in. I'm very passionate about the work that I do, and I'm also passionate about helping other people and inspiring them to overcome obstacles and to really just like push through. I'm someone that knows what it's like to struggle, so I like to help other people. So for me, I always follow the planets. I follow destiny, and wherever that's going to lead me. So with the workshops and the work that I do, I'm very calming. So I try not to make people stress. I have a very calming energy in nature, but I'm always following the planets. So I always sort of think, whatever will be, will be. And I'm really excited to be on this cruise ship as well. Are we talking about the workshops that I'll be doing as well? I'll be doing astrology as well as the psychic mediumship. So I'll be helping you to connect to your guides and how we get the information and how to cipher symbols, and also looking at your astrology chart and the planets and what they represent as well.
And don't forget, you also have a regular stint on the A1R radio too.
Yes, that's right. I'm glad
I've got to prompt all of you girls. I want you, the whole lot of you.
Yeah, so I do. I do a number of things. So I am every Friday it's a New York radio station. So at 11 p.m. New York time, which is at the moment 3 p.m. in Sydney, and then 2 p.m. in Queensland. I am on A1 Radio, where I have my own little radio show for 15 minutes, where I give an update on the planets where they are, plus I give a reading to a free caller. I also have a YouTube channel, which is called Lady D. If you can't find me underneath that, just look up Danielle Psychic, where I do a number of lives on Facebook and my YouTube, as well as I do predictions about what's happening throughout the year. I do weekly videos again on the planets. I do channeling from my guides on my YouTube video as well, with every weekly video that I do. And I do celebrity videos on their charts and what I feel is coming up for them as well. So I've got TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I have it all covered. So
sorry, I have to prompt you all because I'm my worst enemy too. I don't like talking about myself.
And I've been reading. So for me, I think I've been started in 2000. My journey started in my 20s. I'm now in my early 40s. But I find with this, you sort of fall your way into this field, into what we do. And I also find that people who haven't had maybe perfect lives, we do this work for a reason, because we know what it's like to go through certain things, certain experiences, and that's how we also help to guide our clients. So we're very strong, and we've had a life experience to help other people as well.
Totally. Thank you. Okay. Now, Miss Katrina.
Hi. Hi, everybody, those watching now and in the future. Yeah. I'm Katrina M., Clairvoyant Numerologist and Twin Flame Reader. I have been on this journey from 2012. So I started seeing repeating numbers and then started asking a bit more of what this meant. So hence why I decided to connect in with numerology and understand what it was all about. Numbers hold frequency and vibration. So when you convert things to numbers, you can see patterns in things and a lot of synchronicities. So a lot of guidance to the universe. So the workshops I'll be teaching, which I have done, I do teach workshops and things like that. I'm going to teach about the foundations of the numerology and how we get to the numbers and what their meanings are, and a whole lot of other stuff. And it's going to be activational is what I've been known to. It's been activational for many people. And I just did a reading the other day for a client, and they said, you have changed my life. And that's what can happen too, because you can understand yourself better, and also those relationships around you and why you are in certain places at certain times as well. So it's very empowering and encouraging for people as well. So yeah, so I've been doing this for a good 10 years plus. So yeah, so doing it because I started seeing repeating numbers and wanted to know more. And yeah, so I've been doing that. I'm also a twin flame reader, which is when you're softly connected to another person. But my focus on this cruise is going to be the numerology and teaching you guys about the foundational aspects, etc. And it is I find that logical people are very much drawn to numerology because it's a logical way of explaining connection to spirit. So yeah, it's really amazing. Totally amazing. I love it. So I can't wait to be on the cruise with all you ladies, teaching with you guys.
Can't wait either.
Super excited. I'm so excited. So yeah, so I've also done been guest speaker at different retreats. I do stage work as well. I've done a variety of different stage work with platform work with many different psychic mediums as well, which I love to do. So get up and entertain and connect people in an amazing way, as well as having fun at the same time, which I always find is really important. So yeah, so thank you everybody for allowing me to be a part of this amazing adventure, and a part of your adventure as well, about finding out about and connecting in with yourself and your soul's purpose. I'm so excited. So thanks Linda for
You're
introducing me.
welcome. Yeah, I'll just quickly talk about myself. I don't like talking about myself, and then we'll hand you everybody over to Laura, and Laura can get through the nuts and bolts of this beautiful big ship that we're all hanging to get onto. So as you all know, my name is Linda, also known as the Psychic Pinup. Now, I am a psychic and I'm a medium. And my journey is, I did not start this journey until later on in life. So I'm only going into my 7th year now of doing readings and doing this sort of work. I have had a couple of careers prior to that. My background is in legal. I do have a legal background, and then I went on to become a professional photographer and ran a couple of studios during then. And I've also got a teaching background. I am an ex-TAFE teacher. I do know how to teach. I do know how to structure classes. So it's a passion of mine to be able to pass knowledge on to people. Now, I'm one of these people that I have a firm belief that we all have this gift. I'm sorry if anybody who watches this afterwards thinks differently, but I'm of the firm belief that we are all born psychic. We are all have the mediumistic ability in us. And I say to people, it's just like painting, drawing, singing. We can all do it to some extent. Some are just more gifted than others. Others will go along to classes to learn. And that's what we're going to be teaching on, well, me personally as well. I'll be teaching this on this cruise ship. Now, I'm also a stage platform medium as well, and that's starting to become a bit more of my passion. So this year, I'm sort of like pulling back from personal readings, and seem to be doing a lot more of the clubs and doing a lot more stage shows. So it's funny, listen to the universe. I'm going to be teaching you all about how to listen to your intuition, follow all the signs, stop beating your head up every time you hit a brick wall. The universe is trying to put you onto another path, something that you need to be on, because the universe has bigger and better plans for all of us. So I think by the end of the cruise, we'll have you so ramped up about all of this. You'll be walking off there, super women. We'll give you a cape on the way off when we get off that ship back up in Sydney, I reckon. What do you reckon, girls?
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally. Welcome,
Yeah.
Lindy. So, hi, we're recording this. So, if you don't want people to see, for links afterwards, so we can send out to people who can't make it tonight. So, if you don't want your face on here, you're more than welcome to turn the camera off. Just to give you a heads up with that. Fine. Otherwise, yeah. So, ladies, I'm going to pass you over to Laura. Now, Laura is our cruise expert. So a lot of people have all these questions about the fares, how it's structured, what's included, what's not included. I believe she's not covering what's not included because we have other little things on the side afterwards, which once Laura's finished what she has to say, will come back to us, and then we'll talk about what we are going to be teaching and how we're going to break down the workshops while we are at sea. Okay, does that sound okay? Good?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Laura.
Fabulous. Thank you very much for the introduction, Linda. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we have a bit of a visual to go through. All right, can everybody see that okay?
Yes,
Sure can.
I can.
Excellent. All right. Well, yes. So thank you so much for the introduction. My name is Laura. I'm your travel agent from Events at Sea, and I'm so excited to share with you the incredible journey that awaits you on board Psychics at Sea. So we're sailing on November 3rd, 2025 for 7 magical nights on board Anthem of the Seas. So some of you may be familiar with Anthem's sister ship, Ovation of the Seas, which is here at the moment. And starting in October 2025, we'll have a new ship, which is very similar, and that is Anthem, and that will be our ship.
Nice.
So, some of the activities that you can find on Anthem of the Seas, it is a world-class cruise ship with luxury, adventure, and relaxation. Some of the unique things that you can do on board Anthem of the Seas is the North Star, which is an observation capsule, which reaches you up 150 feet above the water. You can also do Ripcord by iFly, which is a flight simulator, and they also have Flow Ride Simulator, so you can surf like the pros. There's also bumper cars, and of course, there's all of the entertainment and the shows on board. And this is all included. There is, for iFly, there can sometimes be a charge when we're at sea because it's very popular, but in port days, it's free of charge, which we have 2 of, which I'll go through shortly. So the shows on board Anthem of the Seas, each ship has its own unique set of shows. So if you've sailed on Ovation before, it will be a different set of shows. So Anthem, and being a 7-night sailing, we'll definitely get to see all 3 of these shows at some point on our journey. So Anthem has Spectra's Cabaret, which is also on Ovation, but this one is in 270. So there's 2 theaters on board Anthem. There's the forward theater, which is traditional, and then there's the aft theater, which is in the daytime it's an observation area with glass windows, and then at nighttime there's glass windows. If you can see in the background here, they turn into like a light show, and along with the stage production, it's really great. And you do need to pre-book this one, although it is included in the cost, but make sure that you go into your cruise planner and pre-book that because it's very popular. We also have We Will Rock You, which is a West End show. So it's Queen's Biggest Hits, and it tells a story 300 years into the future. So that one is an award-winning show, really great. And then we also have The Gift, which is a Royal Caribbean unique production that they've created. It's a musical journey of fantasy and illusion that begins one stormy night with the arrival of magical gift. You unwrap the spellbinding story and music that is sure to captivate and inspire you. So let's talk a little bit about the dining that you can find on board. So any great trip always has some fantastic dining experiences, and Anthem of the Seas is certainly no exception to that. So you have several included culinary adventures that you can go through whilst you're on board. So included dining is the main dining room, which is a la carte dining, as well as the Windjammer, which is the buffet. There's also, for sweets, there's the Coastal Kitchen. And then there's various other dining venues around the ship that are open throughout the day. So any time of day, there's always something open, complimentary for you to eat. So you've got Johnny Rockets, which is like a burger joint. Then you have the cafe promenade where you can get wraps and pastries and salads and that sort of thing. You've got the Solarium Bistro, which is similar to the Windjammer. It's another buffet style, but a little bit smaller. You have Sorrento's Pizza, and then you have Cafe 270, which is down near 270, and another just sort of cafe style wraps and sandwiches and that sort of thing. Then we have the specialty restaurants. So these are an additional charge, but I highly recommend. They're not only just amazing food, but Wonderland in particular is one of my favorite specialty restaurants on any ship at sea. It's a whole experience. It's imaginative cuisine. Everything is meant to be magical and unique, and you get the menu and you take a paintbrush to paint the menu to reveal what you can select from. So that's quite fun. Then you have Chops Grill, which is the classic American steakhouse. Jamie's Italian by Jamie Oliver, and the Chef's Table, which is a 5-course degustation, and then finally Izumi, which is Japanese.
We frozen then, girls?
Yes, she's frozen.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just wait.
They have
Sometimes, yeah, we've got her back. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
got your back.
Oh, okay, good. Are we okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, so the bars and lounges on board, you can find cocktails in places like the Schooner Bar, Belarus, which is a like a cocktail bar. You've got the Sunshine Bar, which is outside near the pool. You've got Bionic Bar, where that's what's pictured here. You put your drink that you'd like to request into like a tablet, and then these two little nifty robots will make your drink for you. You've got the English pub, the pool bar, and then there's the 270 bar as well. There's also several places on board to find your coffee. So you can go to Cafe Promenade, which is included, or you can go to the Park Cafe for specialty coffee, which does have an additional charge. Oh, okay. So now we're going to talk a little bit about the cabins. I think that's where we're up to. Yeah, okay, cabins. So I have a little video recording of each of the 3 cabin types that we're holding in our allocation in our group. So I'll just go ahead and play these for you so that you can see all of the cabins, and then I'll kind of talk about each of them as well.
So that's an interior room.
That's an interior. So you can see the virtual balcony. So the one thing that I don't like about interior staterooms is that I don't know what time of day it is. And so you wake up, in the middle of the night and you're like, oh, what time is it? And you go outside to go, when your phone dies, especially, you go out and you see what time is it? Oh, it's still dark. And then you go back to sleep. Whereas with these cabins, you have that virtual balcony. So anytime you can see what time it is. If you want to see what the weather's like outside, you can see that. You can see it's very spacious as well. I really like the layout of these cabins. I think is really great. So yeah, it's the lead-in category. It's the least expensive, but it's very, very comfortable. And of course, all of the cabins have the ensuite. They all have really good storage on the ship. And that cabin had an example where the beds were separated. So each cabin, you can have the beds separated or together in a king configuration. All right, so next we're going to look at an ocean view stateroom. So they're located down on deck 3. So this bed here, it's a trundle bed. So the bed below pulls out and pops up. I don't recommend that anyone over the age of 12 shares that bed, it's really quite small. So I think that any cabin on board Anthem of the Seas, they don't have a lot of other ships. They have like a bed that comes down out of the ceiling. All of the quad cabins on board Anthem have this trundle bed situation. So yeah, I don't really recommend that you put 4 adults in those cabins. I think 3 max is appropriate. Yeah. And then lastly, we're going to have a look at the balcony staterooms. So as you can see, the balcony cabin is very similar to the ocean view, with the exception that it has the balcony, of course. Yeah, and then it has the ensuite and plenty of storage, both underneath the bed as well. You have two cupboards here, and then there's also one in the entryway as well. And I really enjoy that they don't have that the showers are solid walls, that they don't have the plastic, what do you call them? The
curtains.
Curtains. Thank you. Yes. Oh, I can't. Yeah. So the bathrooms are really nice on board this ship. So those are the 3 categories that we have in our group. I will go through the pricing at the end of all of this. And just as well, know that if anyone is interested in a suite, then I can get a cost for a suite, and we can look at that too. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. So our itinerary. So we have 7 nights at sea. 7 nights in our itinerary with 2 ports of call. So we're going to Nemea in New Caledonia. It's a stunning blend of French culture and Pacific paradise. You can go ashore, explore the pristine beaches, and enjoy some delicious French cuisine. You can take, there's a shuttle when you get to the port that you can do the hop-on, hop-off bus, is what most people do, and takes you around to different places where they have lots of cafes, restaurants, and swimming locations. Then we go to Mystery Island, Vanuatu, which is a small island. Really, only the cruise passengers will be here. It's an untouched tropical oasis with crystal clear waters, soft white sands, and a really serene atmosphere. It feels like you're worlds away from everyday life when you're on Mystery Island. So why join us? Let's just imagine that you're setting sail on a journey where your mind, body, and spirit align, all while being surrounded by a supportive, like-minded community. If you're an intuitive soul or simply looking for a unique, enriching travel experience, this is the perfect opportunity to relax, recharge, and rediscover yourself. There are limited spaces within the group. We only have 30 cabins to sell, so please look at securing your space today. I'm here to help with all of your booking needs and questions you may have, and would love for you to join us. I'm just going to go to our last slide here and go through the pricing. So we do have an early bird discount available until the 1st of March. When you go to make the booking online, just enter code earlybird200. So the balcony stateroom, which is the 3rd one that we looked at, the price is $2,987 per person. Once you take away the 200 early bird discount, that comes down to $2,787. That's per person twin share. So that means if you have 2 people in the cabin, that's the per person price. If you're traveling on your own, that would be $5,174 single occupancy. And that price there includes the discount, the early bird discount. The ocean view stateroom, including the discount, comes down to $2,267 per person twin share, which is $4,134 single occupancy. And our lead-in, which is the interior stateroom, which is the first option that we looked at, is $2,127 per person twin share, or $3,854 single occupancy. We do have a small number of triple cabins available. And so the pricing for that is on the website. And family, I just want to touch as well on bringing your family along. If anyone does want to bring on kids or partners, obviously you have access to all of those extra amenities. The kids have the kids club that they can go to while you're in with your planned activities with the group. Yeah, so it can, be really great for partners and family to join along as well. If you have any questions, this is my phone number here and email. Please reach out to me at any time if you have any other questions regarding the cabins, what's included, which I think we've gone through most everything. We've gone through the entertainment that's included, the food that's included. Beverages are an additional charge. As this is a 7-night sailing, there will be drinks packages available. And if you pre-book those, then you can book them at a discount. There will also be internet packages available and special dining packages available as well. This is the link to book, to just go into your details. If you have any issues, again, just give me a call or shoot me through an email, and happy to help.
Okay. Now, what about the buddy system thing?
Yes, good question. So we do have a share match program, which if you select a share match cabin, what that means is that you will be matched with someone else in your desired category. So if you book and you come on and you're one person and you want to book a balcony stateroom, you pay the $2,987 per person, or sorry, well, $2,787 per person, instead of the $5,174. And then I will send out a questionnaire to everyone who is booked, and we can match people with, whoever has similar tastes and room temperature and what time they like to go to sleep. And it's those sorts of questions to make sure that your best match as best as possible, noting that this is a small group, so I won't have a huge pool to pull from, but best as we can, you'll be matched with someone to share with. But you'll only have to pay that twin share price, so that $2,787, instead of paying $5,174 for the single occupancy cabin.
Cool.
All right. Any other questions?
Any questions, ladies?
No, thank you.
Anything at the moment?
No, I think we're all good with all of that. So what happens if you do this share thing and you can't find somebody?
Well,
what happens? Do they get the other half for free?
Yeah, so I'll keep a very close eye on it. And when we get to sort of closer end, and if I've got some matches and and we're set there, then I'll probably close it off once we get some matches in. I think it's great to give people that opportunity. But if I get a few matches in, then we'll probably close it down.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to clarify that. But I think we don't have any questions, ladies. We're all pretty clear with that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura. Appreciate your time. Thank you. Now, in terms of the workshops and how we are going to be structuring this event, is that we are at it's a 7-night cruise. We are at sea for 4 days of that, and the other 2 days we're in port. We are very mindful that there's so much going on the ship that we would like to make sure that you do get to experience the ship, and we're not got you slogging away doing all this work the whole time. So the way we're going to structure our workshops and our other bits and bobs that we've got happening is Nell is going to be, you're doing yoga each day, are you, Nell?
Yeah, so when we're at sea, I will be delivering beautiful vinyasa style yoga sessions in the morning. I think it's around 7 a.m. on those mornings, and it's all beginners level. It's easy, it's slow, it's a beautiful way to start your morning, ladies. And what will follow after that will be a small meditation and some Reiki within that as well.
So how long does the yoga go for?
So we're probably looking at about an hour, give or take, and 10 minutes over, maybe, just depending. But yeah, let's say about an hour all up.
Yeah. So we'll say it takes us through till about 8 o'clock in the morning. So that'll give you girls time for brekkie, coffee, do whatever you want to do around on the ship. And we are planning on starting workshops at 10 a.m. So what we would love to do is workshop in the morning, a workshop in the afternoon, and optional for something of a nighttime after dinner, only for about an hour, because we know that there's shows and everything else that people would like to experience. So the workshops are going to be limited down to approximately 2 hours, so 10 o'clock until midday. And then that gives you time for lunch, bit of a break time there, then 2 p.m. through till 4 p.m. and then free time again. And then we are planning on opting into the early dinner sitting, which is about 5:30, Laura? The 5:30 early sitting for dinner. And then there'll be options afterwards there for an activity of a night time, or you are more than welcome to go to the shows or do whatever you're having. Depending on how many numbers that we are getting for this cruise, we may be splitting groups in half here. So we may have two workshops going simultaneously. It doesn't mean that you're going to miss out in any way whatsoever, because what one group's doing, there'll be opportunity for the next group to do later on as well. So please don't think that you're going to miss out on anything there. Now we're going to all the workshops are going to be conducted when we are at sea. So it'll be 4 days of this. And the second last night at sea, we will be doing a platform presentation show between us. So I'll be doing mediumship readings. So will Lady D, and Katrina will do spin her numbers, her magic as well. Nell will be doing something as well. And I believe that Nell would like to do something on the final evening. Is that right? We were talking about that as well.
Yeah, absolutely,
yes.
Linda. I'd love to end it with a power circle meditation.
Hang on, you're just cutting out there. Stop. You're just cutting out.
And this
it's underwater.
Allows you beautiful souls to, and this beautiful. Am I back? Can you hear me?
Hang on. Yeah, got your back.
Yeah,
so,
great.
Yeah, so beautiful. The last night, your power circle.
Yeah. So it's a power circle meditation, ladies, and this just really puts you in your power, literally. Going through this beautiful deep meditation of having you literally stand in your power, knowing that you can be, do, and have all that your heart desires. It's next level. It allows you to push through the fears. Yeah, you have, darling, and you know exactly how powerful it is. And it's just a beautiful way to, end the cruise, to get off and just, oh my God, you'll be flying off the cruise. It's next level, and I can't wait to share it with you all.
Yeah. But I will be teaching mediumship as well as Lady D, mediumship and psychic development. So that's what all of my workshops will be structured around, a lot of exercises, theory breaking down. I'm going to make it really simple for you. Really simple. And that's what I said. I believe that everybody can do this. We've all got this ability, and sometimes I just need to help bring it out of you. That's all. So yes, I will be giving you a bit of a kick up the backside as well, because I was at where you are once upon a time. And that's why I say to people, I made a joke about it the other day. If somebody had told me 5 years ago that I'll be doing platform and doing shows, I'd rather stick pins in my eyes. Seriously. But now I love it, absolutely love it. And I'm going to bring that out in all of you too. So what are you going to be teaching, Lady D?
So I'll be showing you or teaching you how to read astrology, whether it be in your own birth chart. And if you don't know your time of birth, so to read the whole chart during your time, but I'm also going to show you how you can sort of read half the chart with just your birthday, and also I guess as a collective what that is again. It'll be a basic understanding, so then you can go off and research and learn more after the ship. Plus, I'm also going to show you how to connect with your guides, how to connect with loved ones, also psychic development as well, and also some card reading. So the way that I read the cards, I don't actually know tarot, but I read the cards intuitively. So to me, I can read tarot, oracle, any cards using the technique that I do, and it just makes things easy. So I'm a bit like Linda, where you make things simple, you make it easy. I also have a little bit of a sort of workshop / teaching, a little bit background in my other job that I do. So I do really a lot of mentor a lot of young people. So I like to keep things fun, simple, interactive, but also show you how what you are seeing, what you're feeling, how that you get things that you know. Spirit gives you what you know so that you can interpret for your client. So we'll go through all of that. But again, be all levels. So no matter if you're advanced, you're beginner, you're going to have fun. You're going to learn something. I always find you learn something new of every teacher that you have. And it is good to have different teachers.
Totally. And you, Katrina, darling, you're on mute.
Okay, I've unmuted myself. So I'll be teaching people about Pythagoras and doing their numerology blueprints from scratch. So it's the nuts and bolts of numerology and how we actually connect in with that as well, how we calculate different numbers in our numerological blueprints. We also explore and understand ourselves, but other people, significant people in our lives. So there's this level of understanding of how it is to the way it is. A lot of aha moments happen through my sessions because people are drawn to certain, say, house numbers. They always go to house number 41, 41, 41. And they always go, oh, I thought that was a coincidence. And then they actually have a look and they're a life path 41-5. Do you know what I mean? So there's that connection that it's just like joining the dots. So looking at you from a foundational aspect, connecting in with numbers. So numbers hold meaning, they hold frequency. So it helps us understand ourselves of why we are the way that we are and why other people are as well. So it brings insight and clarity for ourselves and others. It's amazing. It really is. It's so beautiful. I love it. I love the aha moments. And when I jump up on stage, and much like Linda, if you had said a few years ago that I'd be getting up on the stage, I would have said, no way will I ever get up and talk to a crowd of people. And now I love it. I can't wait to get on the stage and share this amazingness, because in a group setting, like a group audience, the level of connection, numbers and synchronicity is, and you can't help but see it, you see it because you can't unsee that connection. Like people with similar numbers will be sitting right beside each other. Like it's amazing. They go, oh, they're born on the same date, and there's just, it lines up because numbers hold frequency and vibration. We tend to draw in connection with those numbers. So I just show you in a logical way how it's all connected. So, and legend Pythagoras, known more than just his mathematics of a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we get to discover a bit more about him. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
But listen, what number is the ship?
The Anthem of the Seas. Yes. I'm pretty sure that's a 6, isn't it? We worked that out.
I don't know. You're the numerologist, not me.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay. Yeah. But now next thing, what's not included from us? Because here's your opportunity as well, because we will also be offering private readings, private healings, private one-on-ones as well, which we are happy to connect with you and work that out prior to getting on the ship. So there will be times when I will not be teaching, or Lady D's not teaching, Katrina's not teaching, Nell's not teaching. They are the times where they will be offering private, like one-on-one readings, one-on-one consultations, healings, Reiki, all of those as well. So there is opportunity to do that as well on the ship. Okay. So I think that's pretty much, we've covered everything, have we, girls?
Pretty much, yeah.
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
Yes.
With all of that. Not the pressy button thing, so thumbs up, I'll just do it that way. So that's pretty much where we are at. We're very, very excited to be doing that, doing this. It's like it's just come out of nowhere, hasn't it, Lady D?
I know. See, I'm very visionary. I think of the future. I'm an Aquarian, so like Katrina's saying, astrology also fills in the gaps, and it gives you that purpose, and that's why things happen. So, but yeah, my Mercury's in Aquarius. It's about thinking of the future, like just thinking, and I don't know. I just have these visions.
And me, I still can't get my head around astrology. I'll just stick to the mediumship things. That's my forte. But anyway,
the simple conversations turned into something reality.
Yeah. So have you ladies got any questions, or do you think we've covered it all?
The costing of private readings.
Sorry, what's that?
The costing of private readings. So
it'll be for me personally. It'll be the same thing as what I charge home here. The same for me. I don't know about the other ladies.
I'll probably do the same. I'll probably do the same as what I charge outside as well. So for me, well, at the moment, do you want me to say now what the prices are? What I charge? Or?
Jacqueline, you know me. I've read you.
Yes, you have.
So basically, I've got half-hour sessions. They're $120 for the half-hour sessions. Look, if people want to be doing 15 minutes, I'm more than happy to do the 15 minutes, which is the $60. But that's what I'll be charging. I'm also open to be doing one-on-one guidance with business and things like that as well, because that's also another passion of mine about entrepreneurial, building businesses and giving people the push to get things happening as well.
Yeah, so same. I'm same as well. So I also for one-on-one mentoring, and then so I do 30 minute things, 45 minutes, and then the hour as well.
Yeah. So what about you, Nell?
I will be delivering and offering private Reiki healing power sessions on the cruise. Look, my sessions are usually $180 for the hour, but for the cruise, I want to do a special, which I will be doing at $122.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Do they need to be...
We know.
Hang on. Sorry, say that again. Who?
It's nice to know the prices, that's all, because that way you can budget for it.
Yeah, so the way we're going to do that, we prefer it if you pre-book all of that before we get on the ship. So, and again, it's like when you go to one of these big mind, body, spirit festivals and expos, and I'm forever encouraging people, please pre-book things before you get there. A lot of the times people get disappointed because we get booked up, or it's hard to slot people in. So that's why I prefer if you do it up front before we get on the ship. And Katrina's taken off, has she? We've lost her.
Oh.
She must have dropped out. But I think Katrina will be along the same lines, same guidelines with her readings as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll have all the prices on the website as well, closer to the date too.
Yeah, we'll just talk about it closer to the date. But at the moment, we just got to work out the numbers, what we're working with the workshops. So whether we're going to have 2 groups going at once, or if we just combine everybody together, so then we can start pre-booking people in for private sessions, and work it all around that way as well. Okay.
Thank you.
So I think we finished up, have we, girls? We don't have anything else to cover? No? All right. Yeah, thank you, ladies, for coming. I did have a number of people register for tonight, so whether they forgot, whether they couldn't get on, I don't know. But thank you for allowing us to record this so that we can send it out to others, because there are people who could not make tonight and they did ask for the recording so that they can go through and get that information that they were after. Okay, so thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Thank
I'll
you.
just stop this recording.